Okay, you guys, we are finally at our last stop of the day, which is going to be TJ Maxx. We covered, in this series, we covered 3 home goods, I think. And we covered Michael's World Market. And now we covered, this is our second TJ Maxx. So let's go in there and see what they have. Hopefully we can score some Joanna Parker. We don't know. This is the original store that she has her agreement with. So we shall see. Let's go inside. All right, you guys. This TJ Maxx does not appear to have any Halloween at all. Oh, well, they're teasing us. So we've seen these before. These are a set of 3. These are cashmere and cupcakes and cashmere, and these are $34.99. We've seen those before though, so let's see if we can score any other Halloween. I don't see any more, but let's take a look. I don't know. There's lots of clearance though. Let's see. All right. So here's this pillow. We saw this before as well, so there's a little bit of Halloween up there, but we've seen this pillow before. This one's $24.99, so we've seen this a couple of times. I don't see a lot of Halloween. It's crazy, but maybe they're just slow to putting it out. I don't know. I was hoping that we could land something from Joanna Parker, but I don't know, you guys. We've only seen one store so far that's had any kind of Joanna Parker anything, and that was the Roseville Home Goods. So this one is cute, little couple. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go to the mugs. All right, you guys, so here are the mugs, and this is it. So this is it. When I came last time too, they really didn't have anything. I was shocked the last time I came here to this location. They didn't have anything, so this is all that I see as far as like the mugs. But I'm going to switch over to my phone because my camera has been operating for hours and the battery is saying I'm done. So let me jump over to my phone. I had to jump over to my phone, but I don't see anything Halloween at all. I'll go up to the front of the store and see, because when I walked in I didn't really do anything, and sometimes they showcase like the season, you know, up front by the register, so we'll do that. But as far as the mugs go, at least back here, there's nothing. I was eyeballing 2 things. I was eyeballing this butter dish right here. That seems kind of neat, which is, guess that price, $12. And then I also saw this cherry little glass thing. I really like this. How much is it though? There's no guess that price. $14.99. So that's still a little steep when everything is getting clearanced off for for summer, so we'll wait. But let's go up to the front of the store and see if we can find anything that is Halloween related. They have more stuff for like back to school and stuff like that, like, you know, lunch bags and stuff like that, but I don't see anything that is Halloween related at all, which is very interesting. Even right here, it's all like back to school backpacks and stuff like that. So this one is a butterfly. I know if Naomi was here, she'd be like, I want that one. So I'll see how much this one is. It is $29.99. That one's $29.99. There's a Spider-Man one. I know Kai would like that. But you guys know, I got these, I don't know if they were made this well, but I got a bunch of backpacks on Walmart for like $10 and they were all brand. So, and they had lunch boxes attached to them too. So I don't know if that's a great price or not, but we're going to go over to the jewelry for a second. They have a lot of clearance jewelry. It's my birthday, so I'm trying to think of what I want. Well, it's not my birthday today, but it will be soon. So I'm trying to see if someone wants to buy me something, what do I want? They're like, you're always asking for something. I'm like, no, I'm not. I was hoping we could say something Halloween related, but this store, you guys, has nothing. Like, literally nothing. So I'll have to ask the manager when they're going to put out their Halloween stuff, because right now there is nothing related to any season. It's all summer, back to school, stuff like that. So I was hoping we could land, I was wondering if they had those Joanna Parker watches here, but I don't see, like, this is the first Halloween thing I think I've seen. So that's why I was thinking maybe they might have something Joanna Parker, but I don't see that in here. Her stuff is pretty expensive, so, because it's specialty and limited edition. So I don't really see, that's the only Halloween item I can see. Look, out of everything on here, I don't spot anything else that is saying Halloween except for this box right there, which is interesting. So we can go around on the side here and see. But it's just earrings. All of this is earrings. Sets of earrings. Nothing Halloween related. I added a cute little pair of ghost earrings for $12.99. I don't see anything else though Halloween related. I don't see anything. I just noticed those because they were like orange and black. But I was just trying to eyeball the jewelry to see if we could find anything, but nope. No dice, people, no dice. So we're gonna head out. We are going to head out over here just to see if there was anything I missed, because that girl was, she was stalking, but this is cool. That's neat. I don't know what it does. I don't think it's gonna turn on or anything. Looks like it does something though, because this lever turns. That's cute. That's really cute. There's no price on it, so I'll see if I can put a price on it. It is $69.99 and the button is on the top.
It's Halloween, don't trick or treat. Knocking on doors all down the street. There's a party going on in the house next door. Ghosts and goblins dancing on the floor. It's Halloween night.
That's funny. Boy, you guys, that was a chore. I had to take it down and look at it and everything. Girl, your girl is tired now. I have been to 5 stores and I'm tired. But I don't see any Halloween stuff at all. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and head on out now. But yeah, I think that's it. I need a long mirror. I keep looking at these little mirrors right here. I'll show you. Hi, I'm wearing my Popeye shirt. I'll show you when I go over there to the clothes, but I'll show you what my little shoes look like. But yeah, I'm in my little Popeye shirt. So this is what I'm wearing today with my Lucy purse. Isn't that cute? And I have my little tennis shoes on. So that's me. Hi. Guys, that is it. That's going to wrap up my trip at TJ Maxx. They had nothing. And then when I just asked the 2 girls, when I went outside, they were like, next month. I'm like, what? Like, TJ Maxx and Home Goods party. The TJ Maxx in Roseville has a ton of it. Like, it's not a lot, but it's enough to attract you. And then, of course, Home Goods is like full of everything. So it's just weird how like this TJ Maxx had absolutely nothing. Okay, we're getting in the car. Okay, guys, I am back in the car, and this was store number 6, I think, because we started out, we went to, in this entire series, we started out at Home Goods in Rockland, a city called Rockland in Northern California. Then we went next door to TJ Maxx, which had a tiny bit of Halloween. And then we went over to another Home Goods in another city called Roseville in Northern California. And then we went to another Home Goods in a city called Citrus Heights, California. Then we came over to this last destination, which was a TJ Maxx in that's not far away from the Home Goods that we went to just a moment ago. So I really scored at the last Home Goods. I will have to tell you though, in wrap of this series, that throughout the 6 stores that I covered today, and I'm very tempted, to be honest, you guys, it's still only 8 o'clock and I've been on the go since noon today. Being a YouTuber is strenuous. This is what I tell my friends. I'm like, man, I'm glad I do online, but I love doing seasonal walkthroughs, so I hope you guys are enjoying them. I hope my filming is good enough to, you know, obviously get your attention. I don't do it that often, so I try really hard to show you what I would want to see. So if there's anything that I'm missing that I'm not showing, say, hey, you missed this or missed that. But I'm really tempted to go to Ross. Now, Ross is open till 9:30, I believe, or maybe even 10:30. So that's just around the corner, and I'm very tempted to see what they have for Halloween. So maybe we can just jump over there really quickly. I have my godgrandkids tomorrow, and then I have Naomi, I believe, until next Tuesday. So you're gonna see these the week of, I think, the 13th or 14th. So this will go all the way into Saturday or something like that. So when I went to TJ Maxx in real time, it was the week of the 10th. So I did all this on the same day. What's shocking me is, oh, we're supposed to go to Marshall's too. Let's do that. Let's go to Marshall's real quick. Marshall's, I have to tell you guys that Marshall's, I've never seen any Joanna Parker in Marshall's. Let me know if you watch my videos now and you've seen Joanna Parker in Marshall's. I've never done that. Now, I think I'm going to skip Ross for today and let's go straight to Marshall's, because I think Marshall's, since they're married to and they're part of Home Goods and TJ Maxx, I think Marshall's is probably going to be a better choice at this point. So let's wrap up this series with Marshall's for the month of July, and then we won't go the week you're seeing this, we'll go the next week. So I'm probably going to take a break of the week of the 14th and just kind of, and I don't know if that's a good idea. It depends on who I see showing what, you know what I mean? Because that's the thing is where, listen, right now, just so you guys know what I'm on the hunt for, we'll wrap it up with a mini conversation at the end here, since my TJ Maxx visit was so brief. I think we're going to take another day coming up, and we're going to go back through Hobby Lobby. That'll be part of the next series. So we'll take a break in the second week of July. So I'm not going to do any shop with me's for the second week, or the third week of July. Now, if I do, of course, I will include it in the end of July, and that way you'll know exactly, because I try to give you like around the time that I went, so you can kind of gauge when the retail stores are putting in the holiday and seasonal stuff. Most people focus on fall right now because you're going to see a lot of decorating videos and stuff like that of people doing fall, because that's just what how it works. A lot of the people, what I'm learning, I guess recently actually, I learned that a lot of creators that partner up or get sponsored by Christmas tree companies do their Christmas in July. I never really knew that. I thought it was like Christmas in July, like because they're doing Christmas in July sales. That's what I thought, but that's not. It appears that a lot of the creators do Christmas in July because they're getting sent their Christmas trees, I guess, for whatever brand deals they have, which is fine because creators, that's what they do for a living. And that's fine. But I want to just see how this rolls out for Northern California. One thing I have to tell you guys, and I told a couple of people that I met in a store earlier today, because by the time you see this, it'll be in the past. But what I told a couple of people in the store today was that Northern California, in my opinion, because I've been doing this for so long, I don't do Shop With Me's on my channel as a primary, you know that. But when I've been doing Shop With Me's I started doing Shop With Me's probably in 2016. That's when I started learning how to film the stores and stuff like that. And one thing I've learned is that Northern California, for some reason, is very slow. And I was telling the woman that I met in Home Goods, she's so sweet. Hi, Janine. I keep saying your name today because I just met you. But anyways, I was telling her that it appears that the states, in my opinion, Texas and Florida, in my opinion, seem to get the most merchandise. I don't really follow New York very often, or any East Coast creators that like do a lot of shop with me's. So from what I have learned, Northern California is just really slow. Even Southern California, in my opinion, is a lot faster than we are. Northern California just, I don't know. We don't get anything. It's really crazy to me. You know what I mean? I'm like, how come we're always the last to see everything? So just want to say that, you know, so I've learned that the hard way. I'm like, so this early, you know, and even the woman that I just talked to, the young girl, she was like, it's July, it's summer. I go, yeah, but you know what I mean? It's like creators just have like this schedule, you know, we know the way retail works, or you learn it anyway for those channels that you see that do retail. And it's like you have to get on this the schedule for the way retail rolls out their merchandise. So even though it's trickling in very early, like right now it's very early, but Home Goods is really the place to be, in my opinion. So if you are on the hunt for any Halloween decor and you see this kind of later where the stores are kind of fully stocked at this point, which I don't think they will be, because you're going to be seeing these videos in the week of the 13th, I think it is, maybe the 13th through like the 19th or something like that. You know, because I post Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then of course if I have more content, it'll flow into the next week, which will be the last week of July. So I don't know how in sequence I'm going to do this video, because when I do shop with me's, it's like I get really antsy, like I get so excited that I just want to drop it on the channel, but it's not in the schedule, and it's a whole thing of the algorithm, so I can't do that. But I just want to say that I'm out covering stores today on the 10th of July 2026, and the Home Goods is the biggest score in my opinion today. Now we're on our way to just really wrap. Since TJ Maxx didn't have anything, you're probably going to see this in the same video, or maybe I broke it up, I don't know. But I'm going to go into Marshall's and see what they have and see if they've kind of started putting their stuff out, because to my knowledge Home Goods trucks came in yesterday, which would have been Thursday, and today's the 10th, Friday, July 10th, 2026. So Home Goods, to my knowledge, their trucks arrived yesterday on the 9th, July 9th, 2026. And now the staff is saying it's there. It's just basically like, how much are they going to stock before the next day or whatever? And then, you know, of course, once the truck is unloaded or whatever, then they have to wait for their next shipment. From what I understand, I know Home Goods puts out new stuff every single day. I know that. But from what I understand from the first store that I started out this morning, she said that their next major truck would come in on Monday. And she was very familiar with Joanna Parker. And I was like, girl, I am just on the hunt for Joanna Parker. Oh my God. And she goes, let me tell you something about Joanna Parker. She's like, anyone that is on the hunt for Joanna Parker is standing in front of the door before we open. She said they rush right out to the shelves, they grab what they want or what they need, and that is that. She's like, and if you're not here when it drops, then forget it. And I was like, oh my God. So Monday, we are going to go back out. I probably most likely will have Naomi. I have to have Naomi. So, we'll see. Like I said, you guys, I am being really strict. First of all, I'm not monetized on YouTube. So I've said that a few times just so you know. So if you're a new subscriber and you're supporting my journey here on YouTube, thank you so much, because you guys don't know how much it means to me that you're watching my videos and allowing me to flibber to gibbet, because that's just how I am. I'm going to talk more than you need me to talk. You're going to be like, girl, can you quit? And I'm going to be like, no. Okay. Because you're my besties, or you're my beasties. And I need to be able to tell you how I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Let me be able to like be in my feels. So I hope that when Naomi and I go out on Monday, that we can at least show Joanna Parker. Here's where I'm having the issue, is that we're moving. Okay. And I've said this several times in the series of this string of videos, because I did the ultimate, which I didn't want to do, which is where I went out and I knew I was going to fall in love with all these different things. And I ended up like spending the budget that I had for Joanna Parker specifically on other merchandise. Okay. So now when I go out on Monday, I'm kind of maxed out. I'm not even gonna lie, because I was like, if I had this mentality, you know, like if I don't get it now, it's not gonna be here. It's not gonna be here. And that's kind of really the way it is. Like right now, you guys, I am so sad that I had to put back when I met the two really sweet women in Home Goods, which was my second stop, I think, I had this like jack-o'-lantern guy, and I'll put it right here if I can still frame it and put it right here. I'll show it to you from the other video. But I had this ghost and I had the jack-o'-lantern guy, which is, excuse me, not unfamiliar, because apparently these two characters come out every year, or they have been. Anyway, I don't know how long they've been coming out, but I do know that they've been out a couple times, which I think they came out. I think they started showing these ghosts and this jack-o'-lantern type Joanna Parker inspired merchandise. Not last year, but the year before that. So I think these are from like 2024. But this ghost and this jack-o'-lantern guy, I kept having to figure out if I could do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I'm spending my Joanna Parker budget, man. And like, if I do this right now, I know I'm not going to be able to like swing my mug collection, which is what I wanted. And I kept telling myself, don't do that. And so on Monday, when I go out with Naomi, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I don't know, girls. I'm not sure. It's my birthday month. And I know if I call Jim, I told Jim, I said, please go. I told Jim, I said, please. I texted him. I was like, please go to Home Goods and get these for me. I think I sent him the picture. He knows, like, but Joanna Parker is like just something that I just can't miss out on, girl. I can't miss out on it. And like I said, we're Northern California. So the guy that I watch, I was telling these two women, the guy that I watch, I'll leave his channel below. I don't know who he is, but he's so amazing. Like every time he goes out and he collects Joanna Parker, he's a serious collector, like a lot of you guys are. And he shows his collection every year, and he goes out and he goes really early like this. And a lot of people scored the teapots. Like there's a couple of creators that I watch in Texas that got the teapots. There's a couple of creators in Florida that showed the teapots, and we didn't get them. I don't think so, because I asked all the staff. I said, hey, are you familiar with Joanna Parker? And this one girl was like, yeah, I'm two. One in Roseville and one in Citrus Heights. And she said, yes, I know her line very well. And I was like, did we get the teapots last year? And she goes, no, we didn't get them. We got the salt shakers, we got the cookie jars, and we got the mugs. So I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get teapots this year. I'm not sure, but your girl's out of budget. She's maxed out of budget. I mean, I'm sad. So I don't know. I can't borrow from my movie money, y'all. I can't do that. We have a ginormous move coming up, and I just cannot spare. I can't. I gotta be smart. Your girl's gotta be frugal. So I don't know. I have a P.O. box. If anybody's feeling very, very, I have a P.O. box in the description box. If anybody's feeling very, very generous in donations, please send me your Joanna Parker. But anyways, I'm just playing. But still, I know that I'm very spoiled in that way. So I know if I see the mugs, I will get them. But I just can't be affording to, really kind of splurge. I just can't. Our move is too important, and our move is going to be very expensive because we live in California, and that's just what happens. So anyways, all right, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for driving with me at the end of this video. I'm so sorry that TJ Maxx didn't have more to see, but we are here at Marshall, so that'll be the next video for you. I hope we can find something, who knows. And then after that, girl, your girl is maxed out because it is 8:15 at night and I've been out here since noon. So I will see you guys in Marshall's. Stay tuned for the next video. We'll be walking into Marshall's at dusk here, and we will see if they have any Halloween stuff. Who knows? Check it out.